Imagine an aircraft so fast that if an enemy missile was launched toward it, the pilot's first response wasn't to fire back or make a sharp turn. Instead, they simply pushed the throttles forward and flew even faster. This wasn't science fiction. It was the incredible reality of the SR-71 Blackbird, one of the most legendary reconnaissance aircraft ever built. Designed during the Cold War, the Blackbird could fly higher and faster than almost anything in the sky. Even decades after its retirement, it remains one of the most remarkable aircraft in aviation history. So, what made the SR-71 so special? Why could no enemy fighter successfully intercept it? And how did this incredible machine change military intelligence forever? Let's find out. Born from the Cold War. The story of the SR-71 begins in the early 1960s. At the height of the Cold War, the United States needed a safer way to gather intelligence on potential adversaries. Satellites were still developing, and traditional reconnaissance aircraft were becoming increasingly vulnerable to advanced air defenses. The solution was ambitious. Build an aircraft that could fly so high and so fast that it would be extremely difficult to intercept. The result was the SR-71 Blackbird, developed by Lockheed's famous Skunk Works team under the leadership of legendary aircraft designer Kelly Johnson. From the beginning, this aircraft was built with one mission in mind: collect critical intelligence while avoiding threats through unmatched performance. Built for extreme speed. What truly set the SR-71 apart was its extraordinary speed. The aircraft could exceed Mach 3, which is more than 3 times the speed of sound. That translates to over 2,000 miles per hour, allowing it to cross vast distances in a remarkably short time. But speed alone wasn't enough. The Blackbird routinely operated above 80,000 feet, far higher than most military aircraft. At that altitude, the sky appeared noticeably darker, and the curvature of the Earth became visible. Flying in such extreme conditions required advanced engineering. Much of the aircraft was constructed from titanium, a material chosen for its strength and ability to withstand the intense heat generated by sustained high-speed flight. In fact, the surface of the aircraft became so hot during missions that some sections expanded significantly. Engineers even designed the aircraft with small gaps in the structure while it sat on the ground, because those gaps would close naturally once the aircraft heated up in flight. The secret to its survival. Many people assume the SR-71 survived because it carried powerful weapons. The truth is, it carried none. The Blackbird had no missiles, no bombs, and no guns. Its greatest defense was its ability to outrun danger. If enemy radar detected the aircraft, and a surface-to-air missile was launched, the crew's primary tactic was simple: increase speed and continue the mission. Its incredible velocity and altitude made successful interceptions extremely difficult. Over its operational career, numerous missiles were reportedly fired in its direction. Yet no SR-71 was ever lost to enemy action during an operational mission. That remarkable record helped cement its legendary reputation. Eyes in the sky. Although it wasn't armed, the SR-71 carried some of the most advanced reconnaissance equipment of its era. Its sophisticated cameras and sensors could capture highly detailed images across large areas while flying at extraordinary speed. The aircraft also carried systems capable of gathering electronic intelligence, helping analysts better understand radar networks and military activities. This information proved valuable for military planning and national security. Rather than engaging in combat, the Blackbird's mission was to observe, collect information, and return home safely. The challenges of flying the Blackbird. Operating the SR-71 was far from easy. Pilots wore specialized pressure suits, similar to those used by astronauts, because the aircraft flew at altitudes where normal survival would be impossible without protection. Before each mission, crews underwent careful preparation, and even the aircraft itself required specialized maintenance. Fuel presented another unique challenge. The SR-71 often took off with only a partial fuel load because its specialized fuel expanded significantly as temperatures increased during flight. Shortly after takeoff, the aircraft would typically refuel in the air before accelerating to cruising speed. Every mission demanded precision, teamwork, and extensive planning. Why it was retired? Considering its incredible performance, many people wonder why the SR-71 was eventually retired. Several factors contributed. Operating the aircraft was expensive, requiring specialized maintenance and support. At the same time, satellite technology continued to improve, providing new ways to gather intelligence from space. Advances in unmanned systems and other reconnaissance platforms also changed how intelligence missions were conducted. Although the Blackbird briefly returned to service in the 1990s, it was ultimately retired permanently. Even so, its influence continues to shape modern aerospace engineering. A lasting legacy. The SR-71 Blackbird remains one of the fastest air-breathing aircraft ever to enter operational service. Its innovative design pushed the limits of aviation technology and demonstrated what was possible through engineering, careful planning, and bold thinking. Many of the lessons learned during the Blackbird program influenced later aircraft development and continue to inspire aerospace engineers today. For aviation enthusiasts, historians, and military experts alike, the SR-71 is more than just an aircraft. It is a symbol of innovation during one of history's most challenging geopolitical eras. Outro the SR-71. Blackbird wasn't remembered because it carried the biggest weapons. It became legendary because it achieved something few aircraft ever have, combining extraordinary speed, remarkable altitude, and cutting-edge reconnaissance into a platform that transformed aerial intelligence. Even decades after its final flight, the Blackbird continues to capture imaginations around the world. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more military history, aviation, and defense documentaries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next mission.